episode 73 and welcome into the Bench is Clear podcast, where we cover the best rivalry in all of sports. I am Jesse Gutierrez, and I represent the side of the San Francisco Giants, who are still in first place and went unfortunate 3-4 last week.
And I'm Tyler Cobb, representing the Los Angeles Dodgers, who currently went 3-3. That could all change in a matter of minutes.
Right. I do have to mention, in my notes I put 3-4, but we are 3-3 as well. I don't know. We're right now. We're at the top of the ninth. Donnie Barrels just hit a double, so all they need is a bloop single to tie this game. But we shall see what happens. Tyler,
hit a bloop in the center, and watch my boy Cody Bellinger straight hose Donnie Barrel at home, because that's the only value Cody Bellinger has at this moment.
He's
something like
dude.
For his last 22.
So I went to the game. The reason why we're having this episode a day late. I went to the game yesterday, and dude, the bleachers were letting Bellinger have it, bro. They were letting him have it hard. So yeah, like there was like, fuck you, you suck, you're hitting 150 or some shit like that. So it's insane.
God, Will Smith got so lucky.
Until something happens, let's knock something out of the way. The first little has came out. Is that the little pre, you know what I mean? Has started of the trade deadline. Nelson Cruz goes to the Tampa Bay Rays. I don't think they released who was involved, but they say it was a 4-player trade. I don't know if that means the Twins are getting 2 people, or do you know? Are you about to say it right now?
I don't know the names. I don't have it in front of me, but the Rays are getting 2 guys, and the Twins are sending 2 guys back in compensation. I don't think there's any salary retention going on. Nelson Cruz is owed like $4.9 million left on the rest of the year.
Yeah,
so I don't think they're retaining anything. So smart pickup for the Rays.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be huge. The Twins are obviously selling off. I mean, I would love to get my hands on a Jose Barrios or even a Kenta Maeda, who's actually turning around his year. So Farhan's a little, I
don't think they're willing. I don't think they're willing to part with Kenta.
I don't know,
because Kenta's still under team control for another couple years, and I don't know from a Giants perspective. All I can say is from a Dodgers perspective, it seems like the asking price for Barrios is going to be too high.
Yeah, I think so
high.
too. And especially because Farhan is just killed the Twins in trades. I don't think they want to give him any reason to, they want to get one over on Farhan. I mean, they killed them on the Dyson trade, and they just killed them on, picking up Lamont Wade for cash. So I would imagine the GM's like, no, if these guys want Barrios, dude, they're giving us Bart, Luciano. They're giving us everything they got. They're giving us Buster Posey. Yeah, Heliot Ramos, Buster Posey. That's the only way we're doing this shit. So yeah, I don't think it's going to happen either, but it is the first domino to fall. So I am really excited to, trade season is in motion, and I'm stoked for it. I'm on fire for it.
Yeah. The stove is starting to simmer. It's not hot yet, but it's starting to simmer. The other thing
getting turned on.
The other thing about Barrios is he's so adamant about testing free agency that I don't think you would get, even if, let's say he went to the Dodgers. Dodgers win a World Series with him in the short time that he's there. I don't think he cares. I think he wants to set the market. He wants to make as much money as possible. So, I mean, if he helps get you there, perfect. But if not,
right, if he gets you the ring, I mean, that's what you're here for. So, that's another thing too. Just the whole like Gleyber Torres thing. People kill, the Cubs for making that trade, but at the end of the day, they got a ring with Aroldis Chapman. So, in my opinion, it's worth it. I don't understand why people bitch too much about that.
Yeah, you got the one ring, and now you're gonna have to basically dismantle the franchise. So enjoy the one ring while you got it.
No, yeah, exactly. At least you got the one ring. There's times that people trade for people and they don't even get the ring, and so as you could tell, if you could see us kind of looking down and looking up, it is getting heated right now. It's 3-2 count against Foster. We'll see what happens. But let's see if we can talk about some baseball in between then. The Giants lost a series against the St. Louis Cardinals. Did we honestly think it was going to go any other way, though? I mean, one crazy thing is they kind of held Arenado and Goldie at bay a bit. They didn't have big walk there. Sorry. Are our feeds lined up, or I'm a second
like
ahead of you?
Half second behind you.
I'll try to delay my reaction so I'm not that guy. But they held Arenado and Goldie at bay a little bit. They did end up hitting 300 against them, but there was no huge hits. But unfortunately, they still took the series L, which is very unfortunate. At least get the split against the Dodgers, which is, a little bit of a bright light. Maybe take the series if they can, get something going. But we'll get into that in a little bit later. But with the Cards in my head, I was hoping for 2-3, but honestly, I was kind of expecting a loss of a series because it would have just been too crazy to take it against them with those guys in that lineup. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, the Dodgers starting in Colorado after the All-Star break. I was a little worried. I don't really like the phrase trap games, but just because Colorado was, I think there was something like 18-5 at home since the middle of May or beginning of May.
You say a trap game? What the fuck's a trap game?
Bro, I guess it's more commonly used in football, I suppose. But
yeah, I don't watch football.
It's like you're kind of overlooking the team, the Rockies. They're not that
right.
They're not that
it's
great.
a trap. I got you.
Yeah, right.
On the same page. Now.
Yeah, I mean the Dodgers played well. We took 2 out of 3, which ended up being big since the Cardinals took 2 out of 3 from the Giants. So we gained that game. I mean, it was basically just at least don't lose ground going into the Giants series, because every game with the Giants is, a 2-point swing, depending on what you do.
Right.
Sheldon Noisy's on the field. I never thought I would have to see again, playing second base. You know who would have made that play at second?
Who?
Max Muncy. Would have stretched like a first baseman. Vosser would have been out. Game over.
Why is he out? It's a miracle that he played the whole series. I thought he was going to be out maybe, after game 1 or game 2 with the baby. So, but they actually kept him quiet the last 2 games. Oh, they put him at first?
Yeah, Pujols is out. So they shifted Noisy over.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And Jasen is still in the game. But let's talk about the Rockies, Tyler. Are you done talking about the Rockies? You're fucking over.
I have nothing to say about the Rockies.
Yeah, I mean they got you the one game, the Charlie Blackmon thing that saved all Giants fans from jumping off the ledge,
which is the worst feeling. I mean, if Chris Taylor just could have caught that ball, I mean, I'm not saying the game was because he dropped that measly little pop up, but it definitely hurts. That's the thing. It's like last night, and this is something we're going to do with Jasen blowing the save. Everyone wants to throw him under the bus, and yeah, he gave up the home run. But I mean, dude, we had 3 hits. You have guys like Cody Bellinger, who are supposed to be your superstar, who's still hitting far below the Jesse line for the week. He's hitting like 42 for the week.
I'm very slim.
Insane. Yeah. It's the very slim Jesse line.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Dave Roberts is trying to do his best Gabe Kapler and go right back to his guy after blowing the save, and hopefully it works out just like it did for the Giants last night.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah, it's 3 feet out the zone, but okay, that's fine. But let's
make it up for some bad calls last night, even though this is entirely different umpiring crew.
Don't even bring that up.
Don't even bring up Joaquin Casale.
Yeah, that was bad, but they didn't even need that insurance run. They're already ahead. So before we get too far into that, let's start by game 1. Let's start by game 1.
I have nothing to say yet. I have nothing to say about game 1 yet.
Game 1, yes, is I mean, gosh, it just the offense was hot. And if you were to tell me that Gosman's coming out in the third or fourth inning, I would have thought for sure we lost that game. So to pick that game win that way is fucking huge. It sets up at least, the split, because I thought the game 4 would be extremely hard to win, which it's seeming very possible at the moment. Yeah, I mean, moving on to game 2, I mean, that's the game that we were at, Tyler, and that's a game that should have been won. I mean, I don't know what's going on and what the deal is,
coulda,
but
woulda, my boy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 6-1 lead, and I think Brebbia can be a good piece down the stretch, but he's just really struggling right now, really struggling, and I think I might even just knock this out really quick. I might even do my sudden dud together, but right now I'm going to go dud of the week is Brebbia. I know it's hard to give a reliever a dud when it's just like 1 week, but he's been bad these past couple weeks ever since we started playing the Cardinals the first time. So Brebbia, his last week he has like a 10 ERA, and the last 2 weeks he has like an 8 ERA. So
sounds good.
They can't. He's not someone that he can option. It's not. I mean, he is coming back from Tommy John. They kind of worked him a little hard during the card series, but there we go. There we go. Tie game. I like to see that.
Man, Dave.
Roberts is on fire.
You know who Dave should be pissed at? Himself.
You should David Arson. Why?
For putting Kenley in. Okay.
You got to go to your guy. He has to lose the situation.
Listen. You're going to shut your mouth for a second. Let me talk. Listen, I understand what I just said. He's trying to be like Kapler. You go back to your guy.
Right.
But man, this is since the All-Star break, Kenley's blown 2 now. He's blown 2. He hasn't looked good in either of those.
Oh shit, that's a swing. Look at that. That's pretty bad. That's a swing.
I mean, dude, this is one of the worst rules in baseball. I mean, there's no hold on.
Yeah, that's pretty close to swing.
There's no good answer for it. I mean, it's just going to be,
Opinions.
Anyways.
Right.
Look how good Treinen looked in the 8th.
Right.
Look how good he looked. Why not just stretch him? I can't remember the last time Treinen pitched. I don't think he's pitched at all during the Giants series.
Yeah, he did. He pitched. Yes, you don't remember him because he was just shut down. He was shut down yesterday and he was shut down today. So, when you're hearing this, it would be 2 days ago and last night. But yes, Treinen. I think he's not in the big situations, and plus he's not giving up anything. So that's why you don't remember him. It's crazy to me that Jasen's still in though. 30 pitches and just pitched 20-something pitches last night.
I don't know,
so
man.
This is a sound from the game right now. This is the sound from the game. Kenley Jansen is getting booed off the field. I know we're here. We're talking about game 3 and now game 4. So we could talk about Jansen right now and then. Well, you know what maybe we should do? Let's just finish talking about the games, real quick notes, and then we'll talk about what to do with Jansen, because this is a big topic. Game 3.
Hold on. I want to say something about game 2 real quick.
Game 2 real quick. What do you got for me?
It was a great game. It was fun to be there. It was. I'm trying to relive some fun moments because I'm utterly devastated right now. First time we got to go to a game together since starting this podcast, since COVID kind of derailed everything. So that was super fun. Couldn't have picked a better game for me personally to be at. I mean, it was great. And also something, we both commented on that as a Dodger fan, it happens all the time. 7th inning, 8th inning, especially after the 8th, when we were down by 1. So many people leaving. Unfucking believable how many people
never leave a game early. You can't leave a game early.
Especially a 1-run game? Come on.
With that win, I guess it wouldn't put you in first, but it would have, obviously it put you a game closer. So, yeah, I can't. That's not in my DNA, baby. I don't, unless it's a game I literally don't care. Like if I'm going to, like for instance, I'm actually going to the Dodger game tomorrow against the Rockies. If it gets late and the people I'm with are like, "Hey, you want to go?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it," because I don't care at that point. But if it's a Dodger Giant game, I'm staying till 4 a.m, bitch. Like,
if I go see the Angels play the Athletics, I don't give a fuck.
Right? Yeah, exactly. I would prefer not to. But if it's like a situation, it's like, yeah, fuck, let's go. If it's a Dodger Giant game, it's like, I'm calling myself a $300 Uber. You got me fucked up.
Yeah, straight up. I also want to address something that's kind of game 2 and game 3.
Okay.
We now know the curse.
We do.
To any walk-off. If you say double play ball, you just played yourself so hard.
Congratulations. You played yourself. Right.
That's why this whole bottom of the 9th, hopefully we get at least one guy on, because I'm going to be trying to goat you into saying double play ball. Because then we know that's a fucking walk-off right there.
I don't
odds
think
of that happening 2 nights in a row.
Right.
First time the Dodgers and Giants have had back-to-back come-from-behind wins in a series. Ever. Right. And we both happen to be at those games and just happen to say double play. Someone on the losing end has said double play ball. So
I tried to get my homeboy's at. I was having a good time with him the whole night. I was trying to get his at to tag him in it, but he after the game he darted. So
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't blame him at all. I also like a lot of people on our TikTok and Twitter not realizing that we're friends.
Right.
Just like
I showed people last night too, because after that happened, I was showing the people next to me because I was talking to them a lot about, just baseball in general. I was showing them and they were like, "Oh my God." I was like, "No, this is my buddy. This is actually who I do the podcast with."
And then he kicked my ass afterwards because he's so big and buff and strong.
I love who told you. Someone called you a fat Trevor Bauer. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because your hair.
Again, don't compare me to that monster. Ever.
I'm just saying the way the hair was.
I didn't realize my hair was that long.
I'm not saying that I'm calling you that. Yeah, right. Is that why did you get a haircut?
No, I just had a comb it today for something.
Slicked.
I know.
Slick back, big sexy with glasses.
I had to change it up since Kenley fucking blew it last night, but apparently I didn't do anything to help.
No, and then McGee's coming in. There we go. I like to see that. Oh my gosh, dude. When Jasen blew the save after the Wilmer Flores thing, the back-to-back double play, explosions. I was like, oh, please just put in McGee. Please don't put in Rogers. Please don't make a point. And then when they did, I was scared. I was really scared. I'm also scared to say Max Muncy's name fully. My dad started talking shit about him. I was like, don't say his name, please. Just don't. It's gonna happen again. You need to stop. Just don't even acknowledge him, and he'll go away. And it turns out that's what it worked. He went 0 for yesterday. I think he might. No, he had a He was he the one who knocked in the first run, or he just moved over the runner today. He got an important hit basically today. So, but for Max Muncy to go 0 for one day is amazing. So, fuck, dude. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but I was just scared about Rogers. But then he came in and low key kind of dominated, which I was very shocked. I love Trevor Rogers. I do love him too. Trevor Rogers coming to the Giants. Taylor Rogers, I love the dude so much. He just really sucks against the Dodgers for some reason. So that's why I was only worried. So I think it's he has a 10 ERA or a 7 ERA against the Dodgers and a 1 ERA against the rest of the league. So I don't know what the fuck's going. Yeah. So I mean he's the shit, but just when he steps into Dodger Stadium, I'm kind of biting my nails. So
I mean, all you have to do is face Cody Bellinger, and that's an automatic strikeout for you right there.
Gosh, I couldn't believe how hard they were going in on him. The bleachers were so you suck. I even heard someone was saying that your mom's a hoe, and I thought that was really funny, but that was kind of messed up because I'm sure she's a nice lady. But Yeah, insane. Um, and there was no way that I thought we were going to win today's game, and it's coming close to an end. It's coming more into a reality with 2 insurance runs and McGee on the mound. I'm not trying to be that guy, Tyler, but you said it was critical that you guys won 3 of 4. And now that you lose 3 out of 4, what does that mean for you?
Did you just say we lost 3 out of 4? But the
You
game's
lost
over?
3 out of 4. The game is over. The fat lady has entered the building. And I am that lady. I am that lady. What's good?
Hopefully that comes back to bite you in the ass. Dude, I don't know. I mean, there's still a chance that they pull it out here. I mean, it's not looking good, but
right.
Dude, I think more than anything, it hurts knowing that we could have easily taken, not easily, but the opportunity was there to win those 3 of 4.
Right.
And you have 2 blown saves, and Kevin Gausman gives you a gift and pitches like shit game 1, and you can't do anything because I think we had like 4 or 5 hits. And then we had 3 hits last night.
Right.
It's just what I've been saying all year. It's the offense is streaky at best. And I know we're missing, Mookie didn't play the entire series.
Mm-hmm.
Turner missed 1 game this series. I was hoping Seager might be back for maybe a game or 2 of this series. That didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. It's smart not to. You need to give that dude some reps in AAA, just to get him acclimated. To have him think he's going to come up and just dominate. He might. I mean, he's Corey Seager, but I mean, at the same time, to expect that, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is, dude, is you have all those injuries, but then you basically don't have Cody Bellinger. You have his glove, but you don't have his bat. I mean, for Christ's sake, fucking Luke Raley and DJ Peters were probably hitting better than 150 on the season. And Cody Bellinger is supposed to be one of your superstars. Corey Knebel apparently is maybe going to make a rehab assignment.
I mean, your bullpen's not really the problem. I mean, besides Jansen's in a funk.
At this point, the more healthy people we can get, we'll take it. Knebel was lights out before he went down.
Right.
He had 1 bad game where he blew a save when we put him in, and that was it. So he said, I think
that's when he went on the IL after that too. So it was probably that was the issue.
He's going to be making about 5 rehab appearances. So, that might be maybe a week and a half. So 2 weeks from now, realistically, Knebel could be back. And then the trade deadline is quickly approaching. And I think the Dodgers have to do much more than I thought they had to do.
Really?
I really think so. I don't know.
So you think if this series changed I guess that means that because I was basically trying to talk shit to you because you said it was critical, and it's like, I'm sorry, 1 series is not critical, but you're kind of backing up what you're saying. Losing 3 or 4, now it's like, damn, we need to really add at the deadline if we want to.
Well, think about it. The Dodgers haven't been in first place since April.
Say that one more time. Since when? I just love to hear you say it.
Fuck you.
Just love to hear you say it. Oh God, I might put that in a beat. Oh my Lord, dude, I think I just went from 6 to midnight.
3 games is a deficit. Is a pretty big deficit. The only saving grace, and this is a double-edged sword, is that we play you guys again at Oracle next week, 3-game series. Right. But if we lose 2 of 3 there, or lose all 3, I mean, dude, I do not agree with all of Dodgers Twitter that it's like, shut up, Siri, that they're like, have you ever watched a full season of baseball? It's not time to panic. Yeah, it's not time to panic, but dude, the Giants are for real, and we're trailing and have been for almost 3 whole months now.
Right.
So when is this, remarkable just onslaught of wins going to happen? Because we're running out of time.
Yeah, I completely agree. And honestly, a Dodger Giants series in the playoffs would be amazing. I think it's going to happen because whether the Dodgers take over, I think it's going to be Padres and either Dodgers or Giants in that first wild card spot. Um, and
Hey,
yeah,
McKinney getting his
I'm,
first
I'm
Dodger
losing my
hit.
train of
All
thought
right,
because after that little flop of a throw, that was embarrassing. Yeah,
here we go.
it's gonna
Sheldon
it's gonna be one of
Noisy
those. If
tying
the
it up.
Giants win the division, I think that they have a huge chance to go to the next level because if they play the Dodgers, they're only facing Walker Buehler one time. One time. That's it.
Yeah, you
And
also have to face Clayton Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw in the playoffs on the regular season, not that
Oh,
scared, to be honest with you.
up.
Not trying to be that guy. I'm not saying that it wasn't a I'm not that guy that doesn't think it's a real championship. You know me, but I do think he
I
he
understand
was
what you're
better.
saying. The
Thank you.
workload.
The workload's going to get to him, and he's taken his time off, but they've done that with him many years in the past, and it still hasn't worked. So I don't know if it's just an age thing, or I mean, maybe it was a mental thing, and it was fixed this last postseason when he went over the hump. Who knows? But you face Kershaw twice. What I'm saying is I like my chances a lot better facing Walker Buehler once and Kershaw twice than facing Walker Buehler twice and Kershaw once.
Yeah, I hear what
So
you're saying. If Sheldon Noisy ties the game right now with a home run, we'll have $1,000 cash giveaway
ooh, to me.
of Jesse's money. To
I will show up to his house and rob, show up climbing in your window, snatching your money up.
Yeah, well,
so
I'm pretty sure you're safe.
yeah, I think I'm safe too. Because Jake McGinn, he's a fucking monster. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I feel like we can't even move on until this game is over because we have one more
No, we
thing to
can't.
talk about, one more thing on the agenda. But
Because
I don't even want to start to get into it because I'm going to get a little heated with a preview of this fuck you of the week, which we will get into in about 2 minutes when Jake McGee strikes out
I can't even let
Sheldon
my
Noisy.
full sadness come out. That was a ball, by the way.
I'm just saying, listen, I understand what. Oh, this is a great thing to talk about because I know the check swing of Ruff is going to come out. I know balls and strikes are going to come out. It has been bad both ways. Now, in these critical situations, yeah, that Ruff pitch could have been called strike three, game over, no problem. It's I think I think it is 50-50 zone, but it leans a lot more towards a strike than it does a non-swing. So the Giants definitely caught a break there, but at the same time, you got to roll with it. Breaks are given both ways. And in this game, the Giants had a lot larger break because it was in a critical situation. But I saw, the Kirk Casale ball four thing. I love to see you throw your shit. The Kirk Casale ball four thing. I get it, but they didn't even need that insurance run, and there was shit calls both ways. So I don't even want to hear anything about game three. I can listen to you talk about Darren Ruff's swing. I'm still gonna shove it in your face, but I get what you're saying.
Dude, fuck this team. God damn it.
Max Muncy is pissed. Look at Max Muncy. He's mad.
Yeah, I mean, I would feel pissed too. That check swing, I mean, it was a shit call. It was a bad call.
Right.
But, dude, that doesn't excuse people from not executing, from Kenley coming in back-to-back nights and fucking blowing it. It doesn't excuse that.
This is one, I think, topic that we might need to touch on for about 5 minutes. A full 5 minutes of talking about this. How many times does Kenley need to fuck up to lose his position? Because the booing that's going on at Dodger Stadium is a joke. This guy has been a huge part in getting a ring, huge part in the years of success that the Dodgers have had, but he has to lose a position, and he's had a really good year. At what point is that point that he loses his position?
I don't know. I don't think it's so much losing it where you actively go out of your way to not go to him. But maybe
The
he's
closer role.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm saying maybe he's just not your first option on back-to-back nights after blowing the save the night before.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was a 15 pitch inning that just had a home run in it. It was a 30 pitch inning that he took him out.
He was
and he couldn't
laboring.
even finish it. And then
So
going
now,
into the Darren Ruff at bat, I think he had 30 pitches. So you're also like, at what point do you take him out? Like, I get the whole hindsight thing. Hindsight's 2020. You should have left him in. You should have took him out. Yada yada yada. But logically, he just threw 30 pitches yesterday, and he's at 30 pitches today.
In the first place.
Even if he did, because you do want to go to your guy. So I understand him going to him. But at what point are you like, 20 pitches? Shit, he just threw 50 pitches of the past day. We need to take him out. Is it 30 pitches? Because he would have been out before the Ruff at bat. Is it? I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
And remember, he blew that save in Colorado too. So now his last 3 appearances, he has 3 blown saves. Mm-hmm. He's 0 for 3 in save opportunities, converting saves. And again, he's laboring. He doesn't look good. The velocity's not there.
Right.
He was hitting, when we were talking early in the year, like pissed off Kenley, he was hitting, 95, 96. Tonight he was hitting 92. Last night he was hitting 91, 92. I mean, the velocity's just not there. And when you have a guy that's all he throws is
cutters.
He doesn't have
on him,
some crazy breaking ball. You have to have velocity. So I don't know. I mean, I again, dude, I know hindsight's 2020. Walker Buehler was looking good. And if he wouldn't have allowed that base runner, I think Doc lets him go. And if he goes a full 8, then I definitely think Trinan gets the 9th. I think Doc puts Trinan in the 9th, and who knows what happens then, but I don't think this would have been the outcome.
Yeah, and I think Buehler would have been fine to continue the 8th. But that's my MO. I always want my starters to finish innings and just leave them in a little bit longer, and that's where I get in trouble. So I guess that would probably be your dud of the week. I mean, is that Kenley Jansen? Is that foreshadowing?
I don't know. It's either him or I think it's him and Bellinger. Dude, Bellinger I think hit 42 this week. 42.
Wow.
So I mean, as much as you want to blame Kenley, I think you can maybe give him the lion's share of it, but Bellinger deserves some of the blame. He hasn't done shit all year, and specifically since the All-Star break. He hasn't done anything. I don't know, man. I really think the Dodgers need to make a couple big trades. And I'm just going to go out and say it real quick. One that I think we need to make.
Let's go.
Before our trade deadline episode, Dodgers need to call the fucking Royals and say, listen, we want Danny Duffy and we want Whit Merrifield. We want Whit Merrifield. Because Gavin Lux ain't it. Seager's coming back. Chris Taylor gets the most of the other reps in left field at that point. Mm-hmm. Even though AJ Pollock isn't swinging a hot bat. I think it's you need to do it. I don't think Whit Merrifield's going to be traded. I think he comes up every year and it never happens, and I don't think he'll be traded.
Yeah, because he's on another 3 or 4 year deal, and it was super club friendly.
He has the best deal in baseball.
Right, it's something stupid. I think it was $7 or $8 million a year, and he's playing at the level that he is. It's dumb. And then Jerkson Profar is getting $10 million a year. It's insane.
Yeah, it would be. AJ Pollock has definitely been playing really well, and obviously Chris Taylor's been playing out of his mind. But it would be nice, dude, just to have that depth. Because if Chris Taylor or Pollock goes down, then there's going to be that huge glaring hole at second base again. Because even when Gavin Lux comes back, he ain't it. And Danny Duffy, ever since he's come back,
he's that good.
He hasn't. No, I was going to say he hasn't been that good, but he can be your number 5 inning eaters guy.
Right. No, I get it. But
Maybe the Dodgers need
not much
Craig Kimbrell.
control
I
that
don't
might
know.
cost a lot. No
Maybe they
way, because
fucking dog.
if
Maybe
they
they
get
do.
Knable back and they slot Trident over to that closer spot, they'll be fine.
Yeah, but will they? No. I cannot
Well,
wait to see the
if you get Kimbrel, Jansen's still there. Then no matter what, then
I hope Andrew Policeman is going down to the fucking clubhouse right now and he tells Dave, look, if you want to keep your fucking job, you take him out of that closer role because we're getting
that word again.
Craig Kimbrell.
Fucking hate you. As far as the Jansen thing, I mean, first of all, I think it just needs to be said, if you're booing Kenley Jansen, you're a bitch. Like that's so stupid. I can understand. Hey, at what point does he lose his closer role? Maybe he should be moved down, in the pecking order. But to boo your dude, I'm sorry, that's too much for me.
I don't know. It's not for me. I don't know. It's not for me to decide. If you want to boo, go ahead and boo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I'm still gonna say you suck.
In the heat of the moment,
bitch for it.
Of the moment, if I was watching this on TV and we weren't recording, I would have said some mean shit too. So I don't necessarily mean it, but it's just the heat of the moment.
I get it, but you're at the stadium and you're booing your dude. Like that's much for me. I'm not with that. I mean,
you need to send a message that
I think the message is sent.
Take the control out of Doc's hands because he's not handling it, and Andrew Friedman needs to step in, lay down the law.
If there's one dude who knows what's at stake, it's Kenley Jansen. And if you don't think he doesn't feel like shit already,
he should start playing like it.
Yeah, well, you never do that. I hope he doesn't. I'm gonna do my quick stud of the week because I released my dud already. I got it out of the way, but I didn't even talk about my stud. Which I don't want to say unfortunately, because the thing is, I was predicting Alex Dickerson, and for the past 2 weeks, and my man is hot. I mean, he's hitting 300, 400 on base percentage, slugging 615. I mean, shit. I mean, he's got a bomb. I just got to give it to Mike Yastrzemski, dude. I have to. I mean, dude's hit 4 bombs since coming back from the All-Star break. I mean, he's only hitting 250, but those 4 bombs were huge. So I'm going to give it to Mike Yastrzemski, but I was technically right about Dick being hot, and I'm taking that to the bank. Alex Dickerson, love me that dick.
Alex Dickerson, getting our shit removed from TikTok. Yeah, my stud of the week is going to go to Will Smith, because without Will Smith, we would have got swept. Yeah,
right.
I mean, and he's hit 333 since the All-Star break. I mean, right. he's doing his thing.
He had a big home run today, too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's overshadowed. It's overshadowed.
Difference maker.
Right.
I can't wait for Mookie Betts to come back, because Yastrzemski wouldn't have had that triple, or
possibly not. But yeah, man. Yeah, that was pretty bad. So I think we need to back you off the ledge a little bit, Tyler. I think we need to calm you down, and we can talk shit together about our fuck you of the week. Brought to you by Farhan. Fuck that guy. You can quote me on it. It's going to one Aubrey Huff for just being a little bitch. He was at Dodger Stadium yesterday. You told me he was. And I looked for him. I literally looked for him because I really wanted to tell him that his 2012 ring was a participation trophy, and tell him he's a bitch and that we don't claim him. But I did not see him. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I went to go get a chicken sandwich, and I was like, honey, we got to go the long way around. And I was legitimately looking for him because I wanted to tell him that. Because fuck that guy. But that's not even including, I didn't even know what was going on Twitter that day. I didn't even see it until later. I think I just saw it today for the first time. Which is Aubrey Huff commenting on the all women's broadcast with the and was like, oh, women are just for after the game. Like, bitch, you got hurt jumping a 2-foot fence. Okay, that's like, you're a bitch. Like, I don't understand why you think you're like, what's his alpha male persona type
Bro,
thing. Like,
alphas don't kneel, dude. You pussy fucking communist loser.
he was kneeling after he tried to jump a fence and hurt his little leg jumping a 2-foot fence. So
Yeah, I love in the comments people are like, if Aubrey, was as serious about exercising as he was now as he was back then, I'm like, yeah, that's because he's on fucking steroids now. He's very
he's not
openly
getting
on
checked for
steroids.
it.
Yeah. Maybe that's why his fucking brain is so jumbled and weird.
That would
Maybe
make
that's why he's a
sense.
coward and won't kill
Little
himself.
ball
But
syndrome. That's what happens.
yeah,
Little ball syndrome.
when he becomes
And
a
I
man and
know,
decides to do it, the
right.
world will be
And
a better place.
I know we brought this up in a way that we could just say fuck Aubrey Huff because we love to say fuck Aubrey Huff, but it is historic and great to have the broadcast that happened in Baltimore. And I was really stoked to see the video on the Orioles players being like all about it. You know what I mean? Like the genuinely just like talking about it and being like, oh dude, this is really cool. And it's in not like an eye rolling type thing, which I guarantee there's some people out there that are,
Of course.
that were playing the game that were thinking the same thing like Aubrey Huff. So it's really cool to, that we're able to see this kind of shit happen. I mean, I think that's going to be, how our grandkids make fun of us. Like, you were so old that you saw the first women's broadcast in baseball, you old bitch. Like, I imagine that's what's going to happen, but it's still glad to see. And, history, gotta love it.
Yeah, the Dodgers should offer Alana Rizzo anything she wants to come back, because maybe that's what's missing. Maybe we just need Alana back because she's the best. I'm just saying. Henley never blew 3 saves in a row when Alana Rizzo was around. That's it.
Insanity.
I'm trying anything right now. Anything that I can do that's within my power to fix it. I don't know. I cleaned up my beard yesterday. Maybe I never do that again. I combed my hair today. Maybe I never do that again. I don't know. There's certain things I've done in the last, 2 days, 3 days that I shouldn't do anymore. Maybe
don't do that.
Henley is fucking up as a director.
Shower. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I might not now. God, that was Darren Ruff. Oh, that was a swing.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, in the record books, it's going down as a check. It's a ball. It's a ball. That's all it was. Ball 4. Next week, the Giants got 3 against the Pirates and then 3 against the Dodgers again, back to back. I'm a little worried about the Dodgers seeing DeScalfani again. Shit. I'm for sure gonna go 2 of 3 from the Pirates. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go a sweep of the Pirates. No, fuck it. I'm just gonna go 2 series wins. So I'm gonna go 4-2 next week, even though DeScalfani is gonna play against the Dodgers, and I'm a little scared about that. But 4-2, let's go.
Dodgers have 3 coming up against Colorado Rockies. They need to win every single game. They need to sweep the Rockies, especially with the Giants playing Pirates, they could very easily sweep the Pirates. And then they have to win the series against the Giants. There's no way around it. I mean, dude, if you get swept and you're possibly looking at 6 games back, that's a big hole.
Yeah. 3 games
this
back
idea
right
of like,
it's crazy.
We don't need to worry. We're still going to be in first place. We're still going to be the division winner and like win 100 games. I won't believe it until I see it. Until they start playing like change. I think that narrative should just be stop. Yeah. So hopefully, Dodgers go 5-1. But at 4-2 would be great. They need to take 2 or 3 from the Giants. That's the most important thing. So, well, we'll see what transpires. But thank you, everyone, for listening. This episode is brought to you by Renovation Candle Company, where you can now get 50% off all spring and summer candles. use promo code 50blowout. Anytime Kenley blows a save, there's a blowout sale at Renovation Candle Company. So hop on it.
Oh, so now everyone's rooting for Canley blowouts. I love it. Yeah, make sure to follow us on TikTok, Benches Cleared, on Twitter, Benches Cleared P, and on Instagram, Benches Cleared Podcast. Subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting platform as well as YouTube. Thank you guys so much for listening. We're going to be another day late because we want to get the Dodger series in. So next week we're going to be back on Friday. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys next week.